Gauteng Education MEC Mpianzi says his department is willing to settle on a reasonable amount with the Mpianzi family. They suing government for 10 million rand, which the MEC says won't be opposed. It follows Parktown Boys High School pupil Enock Mpianzi's death while on a grade 8 orientation camp earlier this year in January. We're joined by Wikus Steyl. He represents the Mpianzi family. Good evening and thanks for your time tonight. Firstly, talk to us about the kind of conversations that led you to this claim.
This is a very difficult file to us, and it's fortunate for the family, or unfortunate as well, that they were referred to us following the death of such a young boy. But we've been fighting for them and fighting for justice. If you look at the report from the attorney on behalf of the MEC, everyone from the principal to the school camp to the MEC are all liable for the death of Enock Mpianzi. And then I'm glad the MEC has said that he wants to settle, but the fight is still long and we still continue with that fight for the family.
Sure. When you have the MEC coming out to say, well, we're not going to oppose this, how much does that change the process that would have followed?
Not at all. And no offense to the MEC, but politicians have their own way of handling matters and saying what they want to say for support. We are continuing with the summons in the High Court for the 10 million rand, and we will be following the normal litigation process and the rules of court until such time as the MEC and the other defendants do make a firm offer and the family accepts that offer.
Sure. I wonder how much culpability in your case will you also be placing on Parktown Boys High?
They share equal reliability just with the camp and the MEC. The school, Parktown Boys High, approved the camp. They knew of previous concerns. They knew of previous learners that died at the same camp. They failed with their personnel that were not in attendance and not having an attendance register. They are just as liable as any other person in this whole saga. The school cannot be let off the hook.
And of course, while we have this conversation, it takes place at a time where we understand that the headmaster, the then suspended headmaster of Parktown Boys High School, is now back at work. How do you feel about that?
His suspension was a joke. He was suspended during lockdown, so that really no effect on him. And now to be back at school, and I was watching the program on Carte Blanche last night to provide a statement to Carte Blanche. It's so diplomatic and wishy-washy, as if he does not accept responsibility for his role in the death of Enock, or even the school's death, or role in Enock's death.
What is the message that you want to send to the state through this case?
The state must take charge of their own schools, and they must vouch for the schools and any facilities that the school want to use. The school has been using this camp for many years, and there have been other deaths at this very same camp. How could the government allow the school to take its own learners back to the same killer camp? It's unacceptable, and government must step in and ensure that even if it's a prestigious private school, as Parktown Boys High proclaims to be, that does not take away the responsibility of government to ensure that they ultimately look after the well-being and the health of our children.
And will your court case just be limited to the claim, or is there more in terms of reform that you're going to be asking for before the courts?
At the moment, our claim, the civil claim is just against the government and the school for Enock's death. I've not received instructions to take the reform any further, but I do welcome any person to approach me on that, because I do feel that the laws and the situation must change.
All right, let's leave it there for tonight. Wikus Steyl, he represents the Mpianzi family, the civil claim that they're bringing against the state being one of 10 million rand.